Greetings and salutations this Tuesday, my friends. It's your friendly neighborhood tattoo VO, D here. And today I want to hear from you. Why did you decide to go into voiceover and or voice acting?
It's time to Ink Positive. Tips and insight from the Tattoo VO, D. Alvis, to help you grow your business each and every week.
So through my interactions with all of you guys out there, I've heard some awesome stories, and I've heard bits and pieces of awesome stories. So I thought I'd throw it out here this week for Ink Positive. Have you really dig deep and think about what really got you focused on doing this as a career? Because I think it can help people. If you share your stories, it can help others, especially those who are maybe dabbling in this industry or thinking about, taking the full-time plunge like I did 3 years ago. As for my story, for those who don't know, I was in broadcasting and in advertising for many years, and eventually, 2009, that well went dry because the economy really took a big... So what's the first thing people do in a crisis when it comes to economic crisis and recession? They cut their advertising, which is the dumbest thing you can do in an industry. But that's a whole nother story I could tell you. So what was I going to do with my career now? Well, I thought, okay, let me get a big boy job, So I got into insurance. And then I got into the world of finance and trying to help people beat down their debt. Not things I was super passionate about. I like helping people, but it didn't rev my engine. So I knocked around that for a while, and then my health also went down the crapper like the economy. And basically my lower back, due to many years of suffering from spina bifida, and the wear and tear and blah, 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 and all the surgeries and all the injuries and all the other stuff I went through my whole life, basically my lower back decided it didn't want to work properly anymore. And I was in bad shape, so I couldn't sit at a desk for 9 hours. I couldn't travel to do the insurance and sit in the car for an extended period of time. So what the hell was I going to do? I was too chicken to try it out years ago. In 2009, I really should have done that. But instead, I took a bunch of money and invested it in a club that I had worked at as a DJ part-time, which turned out to be a terrible financial decision. Although I have to admit, I made some wonderful friends and led me down a different path that fulfilled me kind of in a spiritual way, but financially, really bad move. So, had I taken that money and created a new studio and invested in my VO business back then, probably would have been much better off. However, everything happens for a reason, guys. So, I didn't take the plunge till 3 years ago. And part of that was dictated not necessarily due to passion, but due to a lack of options, to be perfectly frank about it. I was terrified. I didn't know what I was going to do to make money. And so this seemed like, hey, if you work from home, that way you can take breaks when you need to for your back and continue with your PT and all the other things, have the flexibility to get to the doctors without having to request time off and things like that. And that's truly why I thought, okay, let me go ahead and get into this huge grind that is VO, because I think a lot of us think initially when we first want to do this that it's something that's going to be a lot easier than it really is, and something that's going to be a lot more lucrative than it really is. And it turns out it can be, but it takes time, and it takes a lot of effort, and you're putting in the grind each and every day to build up over the years. So that's basically my story in a nutshell. I look forward to hearing your stories as well. Feel free to drop them in the comments. Better yet, make your own quick video. If you don't feel like you want to share it with the world, just send it to my DMs. I'd love to check it out because it's always inspiring to hear from you guys, and I hope I help inspire you as well. So keep shining, my friends, and we'll talk real soon.